Everyone, welcome to Bella's Creation. Today I'm going to show you very simple polymer clay charms. How we're going to make them. These are kind of the ones that we created in past few days. Just some cuties. And this is very beginner friendly tutorial. I'll show you how we're going to create these little tiny teenies. And this is a little, what do you call that, blueberry. So, first item, I'm making a noodle pot. We are doing a noodle pot with chopsticks and maybe a few seafood, or maybe meat. So let's get the clay conditioned first. So I'm preparing the clay, the light color yellow for the noodles. Hey Blake, how are we today? Thank you so much for joining. Shall we all double tap the screen and get down to the chat, guys, and tell me who you are, which country you're joining from. It's me, Bella's Creation, streaming from Sydney, Australia. Nice. So let's mix this clay and combine them while we're conditioning it. So as the first charm, I'm doing a noodle cup and we're preparing the clay for that. Hi Prasadaya කොහොමද? අපි ප්‍රසාදය අද charms හදන්නේ. ඉතින් පළවෙනි charm එක විදිහට මම හදන්නේ noodle pot එකක්. So we are making a noodle pot. Let's condition the clay. First I'm going to run this through the pasta machine because it's very quick and easy for me to condition the clay. So we need kind of the lightest color of the yellow for the noodle. We need to add a bit more white here. Maybe that's gonna be enough. Let's see. So we're gonna combine them all together, condition the clay. I'm running this through the pasta machine to do it quicker. Let me turn the camera towards that end so you can see what we're doing. I think it's still the darker side. Let's add a bit more white. We could run this through a few more times. Shall we all double tap the screen and appreciate the video, beautiful people? And get down to the chat and tell me who you are, which country you're joining from. It's me, Bella's Creation. We are streaming from Sydney, Australia. Alright, I think we are getting the right color, but we need to condition it a little longer. Here we go. Pada ready? Wanda. just gonna get a little bit of this and I'm gonna add some white to light this color. It's too dark for the noodles, so we need the whiter version. I think still, but let's see. Maybe one more time or couple of more times and we're done. Then you can move to the next step. Okay. We condition our clay. So let's move to the next step, guys. Next step is I'm going to run this through the extruder. This is the disc that we're using, the little dots. Wind your extruder back. You don't need a lot, but let's get enough. And get your clay. And I'm gonna make a little sausage. Put that inside the extruder. With this little dot disc, we're gonna put the cap on. We got it ready to extrude the tiny strings. That's gonna be our noodle. I'm gonna put these guys here. We can take it when we are ready to add that onto our cup. So the next step is I'm going to show you how I'm going to get the brown color. So we're going to make a ball, the little ball. Usually what I know is when you add green and red you get a brown color. So let's start adding a little bit of green and a little bit of red. And we'll see whether we get the brown color. I think it's working. So we need to mix them well until we get the right color, but again we need more clay, so I'm going to add a little bit more green and red again, and also a little bit of translucent. Then we'll mix them all together. So we are in the process of making the brown color. To get a brown color, we are mixing red and green. As you can see, it's turning brown. get a brown color, what we have done is I add red and green together. So I'll be using this one as the mold with a clear wrap on the top to prevent that sticking onto the mold. It is a lid side. Let's flatten this first. Get the equal size, the width of the clay. Gonna give it a little roll. While it's there, I'm gonna trim the edges. I hope this is gonna work because I haven't done the cup like this method before. Take the extra bits off. Gently remove the glad wrap. Here's our little bucket. It's a little bit of wibbly wobbly. It will harden once we break it. Let's do the finishing touches of the edges. So we are making a noodle ball, and this time we are making the ball itself. So I'm just gonna flatten the surface. It's a little bit sticky. Let me actually see if I can put this on now. Top so you can see properly. Well, I need a baking paper. Put it on top of this side. That won't stick onto the surface. Alrighty, so that's our ball. What we're going to do now, we can add some noodles. Oh, it's gonna be easy. Get some strings. Like if we create a little nest like that, so we can put that inside the ball. Like a little swirls. Can add that to the ball. That's a good way, but I just remembered we need to add some gravy. The sauce. We'll do it after. Then we're gonna get some bitten pieces. Get me some meatballs. And add that to the bowl. Let me actually zoom this so you can see well. Like in tiny teeny balls like that. We can add it into the bowl here. And also we can add some red stuff, can be chili or can be capsicum. So I'm gonna make a little snake. Like that. Gonna make it a little thinner. Gonna chop into small pieces. Like that. And I'm gonna get my defining tool and curve them a little bit. Like this. And add that onto the noodle ball. See? Again, guys, you might wonder what I'm doing today. It's something very different to what we are doing on other days. Today we are making miniature charms using polymer clay. And at the moment, we are creating a noodle ball. I think that's enough red, and I feel like we need a little of green stuff here. This is how it looks like so far. Share will double tap the screen if you like what we are doing. As an appreciation, if you're new to my channel, but as creation, don't forget to click on the bell icons to stay connected with me. Last minute because I don't want to waste it. And I do have this green and that green. Maybe, what if we both combine? Oh no, actually there's another one. This green. I think this one is better with that one. Let's get a little bit of this green. Gonna run this through the pasta machine in the thinnest, so I can get a little bit of wavy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fold this gently. Kind of get that salady leaf filling, and we're gonna add that onto the bowl. Which way? Maybe this corner. And squeeze it in like that. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna get the tiny bits of this one, just 2 drops, to add a little bit of color to our creation. Can be sure it's too tiny, hard to handle. Alrighty. So the next step gonna be, I'm not sure whether I'm doing the right order. This is my clear liquid polymer clay. I think I should do the liquid clay thing first, but let's see. Give it a little shake. And I'm gonna add orange or yellow to get that oily texture. It's not open yet. just a bit. It's too yellow. Let's add some drop of orange maybe. That also not open yet. Oh no. It's everywhere on my blinds. I ruined my blinds as well. Alright, now we're gonna mix them. So it's more like, the saucy, oily texture. And we're gonna add it here. I think I should do that one before I add the noodle. So we learn our lesson. Let me bring it a little closer. Gonna do a few drops. So we are gonna add some gravy or the sauce on our noodles. This can be a laksa soup or tom yum. Share it all over the screen, beautiful people, if you are enjoying what we are doing here. Hi Smokey, how are we? Yes, it looks like a ramen, isn't it? I need to clean myself here. It's a mess all around the place. So, for the last step, let's add some chopsticks. Squeeze it in. So that's our little chopsticks. How do you think? How do you feel like that? Do you like our little ramen noodle or whatever the noodle? Is it looks like noodle ball? Let's double tap the screen and appreciate the video, beautiful people. So before we finish this one, I'm gonna add a finding. So this can be used as a charm. Put it here. And a key ring or whatever you like. And this goes in 130 preheat oven for 30 minutes until it's baked properly. Then your miniature noodle is ready to use. Isn't it lovely? Nice leather. So I'll put it aside and quickly clean the surface. I don't have a name for this one, but I like that one. they all goes inside my lucky dip. So the old charms goes in the lucky dip. And I was told the Bella's creations. Okay. Let me put this one away for now. I'm gonna put it with that. And then let's move to the next one. So the next one I'm gonna do a little donut. I'm gonna use this leftover clay to get that donut color. That's a noodle that we created. For the donuts, like this one, as you can see, it's need a little bit of lighter color, or else you can use a brown color. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix a little bit of brown here, just a tiny bit, to the yellow, to get that brown touch. And this time we are doing the chocolate topping on the donut. So this one is like, can be strawberry. But we are doing a chocolate topping. Let's get the donut base ready. It's a good one, but I'll get a little bit more because I need a bigger version of it. Here we go, we're gonna mix them well. And create a little ball here. I promise you I'll bring a bit more technical streaming tomorrow, as I need to get this one done as well. I thought I'd do it with you guys. Alrighty. Oh, my noodle ball. It just went to one side. Okay. That's better. Once you get this one, it hasn't mixed properly, so let's mix it before we move to the next step. This yellow as well, just put that in the middle. Alrighty, now we're going to make a little ball. Just roll on your hands. Once you get that little ball, put it on your surface and flatten with your thumb gently. And what we're going to do next is going to make a hole in the middle. I need it a little bit bigger. So that's our donut base. Hi Ganesh, welcome. Adakkanaan අපි ඇදවල ramen එකක්. Here we go, that's our noodle. How is it? We're doing charms today for for my shop. So I thought to do it with you guys. Here we go, that's our donut base. And for today, I'm gonna put a chocolate topping on it. Since I don't have much brown, I'm gonna add some translucent onto it. And mix it well. Thank you. Mix it well. That's gonna be on the top of the donut. That's a chocolate topping. Here we have a strawberry topping on this donut. And for the one that we are making, we're gonna do a chocolate topping. I'm gonna run this through the pasta machine to flatten it. A few more times. It's got the glaze, that's what I was looking for. And it's so sticky. I think I need to run this on the machine one more time. Okay. The next part is cutting the topping. I'm going to put the glad wrap because I just have a feeling that this is going to stuck onto my cutter. Just to prevent it, we're using the glad wrap. And here we go. I put chocolate topping later. Don't take it to the oven, then ready make an onion. So we're going to take it out using my tissue plate. It really looks like a chocolate. Yum yum. And gonna add on top of my donut base. While it's there, let's just do the finishing touches. If you see any parts kind of a distorted or maybe coming out of it, we can simply put that back on its place. If you didn't get a chance to double tap the screen, shall we do it now, beautiful people? And appreciate the video. Here we go. We're gonna make the hole in the middle. That's the topping. And if you like a little bit of spread, you can use your hand to spread it around. Now the next part is we're going to do the sprinkles. I do have orange and using the leftovers, some purple. Of course we need to add some white kind of thing as it. Shall we make pink? Do I have pink? No, I don't have pink, so I'm going to add a little bit of white and red together so we can create pink. Hopefully. These pieces are too tiny to handle Okay, we are creating the sprinkles. We are making the sprinkles now. So make a little long worm, tiny version of the snake. I'll mix it as I go because it's still red. Alrighty. Let's make a long worm here. Panu පැටේ හදන්න පුළුවන් මේවා. ටිකක් දිග එකක්. Because we need the thinnest possible. හීනියට ගන්න පුළුවන් තරමට හොඳයි. So what we're going to do next is just chop it into tiny pieces and put it on the top of the chocolate glaze. That's enough pink. And let's do some purple. So we are creating the sprinkles. So what you can do is you can have the noodle cup. You just create it, then you can have the donut for dessert. How that sounds. Roll it. You need the thinnest string possible. A little bit more. Okay. Now we're going to cut that into tiny pieces and add them on our chocolate glaze. Not sure it's visible for you. Actually, I should. Okay. Now you can see. The little sprinkles on the topping. So the next color that I'll be using is orange. But for orange, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put some round sprinkles, the dots. So the same way, we're gonna make a little worm. පුංචි පන් පැටියෙක් මේ වගේ හදා ගන්න ඕන. Roll, 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 roll. And just cut tiny bit. Not sure they can see that. Gonna make a tiny ball and put that on our donut. barely visible. We need 3 or 4 more. Let's try to do at once. Maybe just one more there. Okay. Oh, that's gone. Here we go. Oh no, lost it. No, it's still there. And gently press it. That our chocolate glazed donut, guys. Let's add a finding onto that, and it can go in the same 130 preheat oven for 30 minutes until it's bake. Then you can use that for any charm. You can use it for keyring, or else you can use that for what? Pendant, whatever you like. So this need to bake, and this was the strawberry, and that's the chocolate. Yum yum. I accidentally put a nail mark here, so let's get rid of it before we bake it. Otherwise that nail print gonna stay there. Alright, let me show you our noodle cup. It's with its chopsticks and got sauce on it. So it looks nice. Yum. I really want to eat it. And that and this can go in 130 preheat oven for 30 minutes or until it bakes. Okay, that's set. And let's do one more charm for today. I can still do something. I'm not feeling tired. What we gonna do? Shall we do a little froggy? This is my first charm, but I'm not really satisfied how it's turned out. The shapes looks nice, but the finishing, not that really happy. So let's do it. Stay there. Let's do a little froggy. To do the frog, we need green color. I think this goes well, that one. We can use that one. And this green, what I'm gonna do, since it's not enough, I'm gonna get a little bit of lighter shade of it. So I'll be adding some white color. Let's tidy up the place a little bit before we move. And we need some black butters. Yeah, that's it. Rather than white, maybe let's add some translucent. We're gonna condition the clay. You can gently use your hands to mix it, or else you can run this through the pasta machine. Since it's a small piece, let's use our hand and mix it. Gonna add a little bit white. White here to get the lightest shade of it. And let me quickly run this through the pasta machine. In that way I can mix it so quickly. Otherwise you guys need to wait until I condition. So use my hand. Same time, I'll run this through the machine so process is quicker. So we're gonna make a little froggy charm, and froggy can eat the noodle and the donut. Alright, I think we're done here. So what we need is we need to portion this one. One big part goes on for its tummy, and we need two goggly eyes. Be this much. Together, and we need two hands and two feet. Okay, let's start with the tummy bundle patangama. So just roll it and make a bow. So we are doing this part first, the tummy. It's not gonna exactly a round shape, kind of a little bit of ovally. As you can see, the color is not mixed properly, so we need to do it before we move to the next step. Let's roll it now. That's better. That's gonna be the froggy's tummy. And let's do its two goggly eyes. What I'm gonna do is, oh, that's his eyes. I'm gonna make a tiny sausage first. Like that. And we're gonna cut this into half and make two balls. If you just joined today, guys, I'm doing a little bit of not a regular streaming. Usually I'm showing you different techniques, polymer clay techniques, but today we are doing some charms because I need this by Sunday for my shop. Alright, is that the same size? I think so. No, yeah, no. Little bit more. Okay, and let's get the cut higher. So we're gonna position that here. Oh. Gently. Oh, I put the nail print again. So we are doing the froggy's eyes. This wasn't right, so let's redo it. Press it gently. And let's put the eyeballs, blackies. So we need 2 tiny eyeballs. 다음에 이따 왔는데. Is it too big? Oh no. I think this one okay, but this one slightly bigger. So let's trim that. We're gonna put the eyes on. And press it gently. That's the 2 goggly eyes. And we're gonna make the tummy. We need a little bit of oval shape. Not exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run this through the pasta machine. To flatten it. And tiny cutter. Let's see that it's gonna work. Before I put that on, I'll make sure the edges are smooth. And that's a little tummy. Now what I'm going to do is feet. One, two. Make it 2 tiny balls. I'm going to flatten them. I ruined it. Let's redo again. Cut that into half. Make 2 balls. यहाँ टिका खाली पता है एक छोटा ट्रिम करूँगा अब यार छोटे क्या कट करूँगा and we're gonna flatten it. Those are gonna be its little tiny feet. Okay. sure it's fixed and it can stay still. Let's add its little hands. Cut this into half. Right. Ribbit. Let's add its mouth. Gonna be a tiny teeny black line. Make butter. Story. Have you ever heard about the story about the frog and the princess? When the princess gave a tiny kiss to the frog, it's turned out to the prince. Not sure this frog can turn into a handsome prince if we give it a kiss, huh? What do you think? I'm making its mouth. The black line for its mouth. Trim the edges. It's very tiny hairy line. So we're gonna add its mouth. I'm trying to put it little angled. Careful. Do it slowly. Because once it's fixed, it's fixed. Done. Here we go. Right. So that's our frog princess pins. And there's another one next to it. Let's add the finding on the top. What do you think, guys? Is it nice or not? Gonna add the finding on the top. The hook so you can turn this into a little keychain, something you like. I think we have done a lot today, but I can't stream a long time like early days, guys. We'll do it slowly, no rush, isn't it? So here you go. These are the charms that we created today. We did the noodle ball, that's my favorite, and we did the chocolate glazed donut, and here's the doggy, Rabbit, is ready to eat them. Alrighty, thank you so much for joining with us today, beautiful people. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and stay connected with me. Tomorrow, let's go back with our usual streaming pattern. I'll be showing you a different technique on how you're gonna get the designs on the polymer clay so you can use them on your earrings, beads, or any other charms. So this is it for today. And just before we go, a little thought of the day. It's just not a big one, just a little one. Try to find something that you enjoy doing, which keep you uplifted when the times you feel down. So until I see you tomorrow, stay safe, stay happy, my friends. It's me, Bella's Creations, from Sydney, Australia. See you tomorrow, bye bye.